One of the biggest trends in hairstyles right now are braids, but sometimes your hair is too short or it's too thin to pull it off. Well, now there is an easy solution. Nadwa Yono, the owner of Nadwa Hair Spa in West Bloomfield, joins us live with some great holiday hairstyles. And even if you don't have hair flowing all the way down your back, you can still pull these off, right?
Oh yes, by adding hair pieces, already braided hair pieces, or we can braid some hair pieces for you, and you could actually take them home and do it yourself. So if you don't have time to come to the salon, or if you don't have the money, you could actually do these hairstyles yourself. What I've done with Janine here is I took a braid and I pinned it right here, and I also use headbands as an accessories too. So these are pretty easy. You just pin this in, and then you leave the sides out, and you just take the sides and hide those pins in that braid. Just real easy, just by pinning this right here. There is no perfect way of doing it, and hair should not be perfect. Hair is not perfectly styled these days. It's a little bit messy. So basically you just put these pins in really fast, really easy actually. And then what I did was I made a ponytail back here. And what I did with this ponytail is I left it aside, and so what I'm doing is I'm just taking it, twisting the ponytail, and just pin that ponytail real messy.
You are a master with those pins.
Yeah. And you just leave it messy, pin it wherever you want. There is no wrong or right way. If the hair is sticking out, that's okay. If you don't want it to stick out, then just pin it in place.
Okay, and as you mentioned, the tousled look is really what's hot these days. It gives it sort of sexy. He can run his fingers through your hair look.
Exactly, messy, not too perfect anymore. It's more like Renaissance.
Okay, and we have some pictures of other designs.
And you can leave some hair down if you want. You could put it all up.
Okay.
You just have fun with it. It's not perfect.
All right, and yes, and that's the version of what we have here. So that's more of an updo as well. Some of the images that we're seeing on screen right now.
Yep.
All right, so these hair pieces, I'm sure they range in price, but what is the range?
Well, if we're dealing with synthetic hair piece, which this one is, it's a lot cheaper than a human hair piece.
All right.
Yeah.
So for example?
For example, this particular one is $25, and then they go on up to $200.
All right.
Yes.
All right. And when you want to have a lot of fun for the holiday party, you add some lights.
And this is Melissa, and we did a Christmas wreath. Just for added fun. A lot of hosts that are hosting a party love to have something like this, but it's very festive and very fun. And what I did on her is what's really in right now is what's called a bun, and the inside of here is a bun, where Jennifer Lopez is wearing a bun, and it sits on top of her head. Buns are really in right now, and you could also dress them up with headbands, rhinestones, whatever you want. These buns, what we have is what it's called a little sponge. We put the hair in a ponytail. We put the sponge around the ponytail, and then we just spread the hair all around the bun and all around the sponge. I'm sorry, and that's it.
Now we have about 15 seconds. I know you have an event coming up at your
Yes, we have an event today at 3 o'clock that we are teaching how to do holiday hairstyles and makeup.
Is there a charge for that?
No charge. Free of charge. You come in, we hold a class, and then we teach you how to do it.
All right, and where is your...
we are in West Bloomfield. We are between Maple and 14 Mile on Orchard Lake.
All right, perfect. Yes. Thank you so much for joining us and giving us some tips on how to, perfect the coif for the holidays. We'll take a short break and be right back.